calls you at 2 a.m., not out of need, but because she knows you'll pick up. And that right there is your first mistake. You don't even realize it, but the second you agreed to something you wanted to say no to, it wasn't just a bit of sleep you gave up. You gave away your respect. Boundary number 1. Never make yourself available around the clock. When a man is constantly reachable, he sends one clear message: his time has no value. Stoicism reminds us that time is the most valuable currency. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." You've only got one life. If you hand pieces of it out to people who haven't earned it, that's not generosity, it's weakness. A high-value man doesn't disappear without a word, but he protects his time the way a soldier defends his city. If she knows she can interrupt your grind anytime she wants, she won't admire you. She'll see you as pliable clay, something she can mold to her will. Boundary number 2. Don't ever tolerate disrespect, not even once. It starts off subtly. A joke that hits a little below the belt, a playful jab that stings just a bit too much. You chuckle, brush it off, but what you've really done is train her. You've shown her that mocking you comes without consequence. And from that moment on, every boundary you fail to enforce becomes a green light. Epictetus said, "You are not disturbed by things, but by your opinion of them." But don't get it twisted. Stoicism isn't about being passive. It's about being in control. And control sometimes looks like locking eyes with her and saying, "Don't speak to me that way. Say it once. Say it calmly. Say it with meaning." She may pout, she might test you, but deep down, something will shift. She'll feel something unfamiliar: respect. Boundary number 3. Stop chasing her emotions. Ground her in your reality instead. Women experience life in emotional waves. Their moods can shift 3 times before lunchtime. That's not a complaint. That's biology. But the man who tries to ride every wave eventually drowns. She's distant, she's cold, she's acting irrational, and there you are, scrambling to fix her storm. But hear me, it's not your job to control her emotions. It's your job to master your own. You don't anchor a ship by throwing it into the sea. You hold your position. So next time she's dramatic or withdrawn, do nothing. Not out of spite, not to punish her, but to remind her that you don't revolve around her chaos. You reside in your own kingdom, one of calm, reason, and strength. And once she sees you're no longer chasing her moods, she'll find her way back to you. Boundary number 4. Don't overexplain yourself. A man of power doesn't plead to be understood. He doesn't try to justify every choice. If you cancel plans to focus on your business, don't write a novel. Just say, "I've got work to handle, we'll catch up later." Keep it simple, direct, and unapologetic. Over-explaining is just insecurity wearing the mask of logic. It's the fear that if you don't explain well enough, she'll leave. Let her. A man who respects himself doesn't need every woman to validate him. He needs one thing: to stay aligned with his purpose. And when she sees your decisions don't change for approval, she'll recognize something rare: a man with a spine. Boundary number 5. Never compromise your core values, not even in the name of love. You believe in discipline. You stand for loyalty. You value purpose above pleasure. Then she enters your life, beautiful, wild, intoxicating, and she tests all of it. She urges you to skip your workouts, blow off your commitments, bend your morals. And for a while, you might give in because love, right? Wrong. Love that demands you abandon your soul isn't love. It's a slow betrayal. And every time you choose her over your values, you're not winning her. You're losing you. Seneca said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." And this is your test. When love tempts you to break your code, do you stand or do you fold? Because a man who refuses to betray himself, that's the man she'll follow. That's the man she'll crave. That's the man she'll respect, even when she's furious. These 5 boundaries aren't just rules, they're weapons. Weapons against weakness. Tools that earn respect. Shields that forge you into something far beyond just another nice guy. They mold you into a man women admire, remember, and never take for granted. If this felt like a wake-up call, then answer it. Wake the hell up with me every week, and let's become untouchable, one boundary at a time. What are your views on this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I will personally read all of your comments. And if you seriously want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Stay strong. Until next time.